For no particular reason today, I wanted to talk about meteor hammers and rope darts in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So you can find the meteor hammers in PF2's Treasure Vault book or the Tanzia Character Guide. It costs 3 gold pieces, does a 1d8 bludgeoning damage, has a bulk of 2, and requires 2 hands to wield. It is a martial weapon and is in the group for flails in its melee. And then it has the following traits of backswing, disarm, reach, and trip. So backswing, you're able to use your momentum on a miss. Follow-up attacks for that turn, you do get a +1, which is kind of a big deal. Cancel out map a little bit. Shit, what's my iPad? For those who don't know, MAP stands for multi-attack penalty. If you do more than one attack in a round in Pathfinder's condition, you take a penalty of -5 and -10 on the third one. And with certain traits or class abilities, it can be a -4 and a -8. Disarm. Big traits about this: if your weapon has a bonus to it from like a rune, you can apply that bonus to your disarm attempts with athletics, or you can use your weapon's reach. So you have additional 5 feet, you reach out to try to disarm somebody. And until if you get a critical failure on it, which allows them to do the attempt back on you, you can always choose to just drop the weapon instead, which is not the biggest deal with the disarm if you don't. Reach, allows you to attack someone that's 5 feet away from your character. So the next square over instead of being adjacent. And then finally, we have trip. Again, it's just like disarm, except it's now the trip quality instead. Big thing here, if you get a failure with a trip, they can trip you back or attempt to, or you just choose to drop the weapon to avoid that. I think that even applies when you're doing it with reach. So that's the Meteor Hammer in Pathfinder. Next, let's talk about the rope dart. It is an uncommon weapon, which means a little harder to get your hands onto within the realm of the game. It also has the disarm trait. It has the finesse trait, sweep trait, tether trait, which is somewhat new, thrown 20 feet, which is giving you the range for the throwing ability, and also has the trip trait. Has a price of 1 gold piece. It only does 1d4 damage, has a bulk of 1. It's still a 2-handed weapon, and is a martial melee weapon in the dart group. So again, this weapon has disarm. We're not going to repeat ourselves, though I'm not sure if you can use the disarm with a throw. That turns into a gray area. I'm going to say that's GM Fiat. This is a finesse weapon, which means when using it in melee, you can use your dex modifier to make your attack instead of strength. Of course, when you go to throw it, you're still going to use your dex because it's a ranged attack, but because it is thrown, you can add your strength to the damage, unlike most ranged weapons in this game. Then we have sweep, which is a little bit different than backswing, but kind of similar flavor. Again, you're using your momentum, but instead of reducing your multiple attack penalty, you get a plus. Oh, well, you essentially do the same thing, but this you have to attack a different target than your previous target. I should have set up the other bottle. Okay. Kind of cut off here, but we have the tether trait. That one is new. So with the tether trait, if you throw a weapon, normally it's gone. Without a certain magical trait that allows it to come back to you. But with the tether trait, you can use an action to pull the item back over to you. This also includes this sound been disarmed completely out of your hand. Though what's funny about this, I think, is it doesn't give an exact limit to this. And we have the thrown trait, so we can throw it 20 feet. But you can still go the full range increment, which is 5 range increments. So you can throw this thing like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 feet, and in theory, still use the tether trait to pull it back to you. That's a lot of rope or chain. And then finally, the trip trait. We're not going to repeat ourselves. So that's Meteor Hammers and Rope Darts in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.